Brilliance Audio presents Undaunted, Bloodbond Saga, Volume 3.
Before I could stop myself, I spilled the whole story about Dante and River breaking into the graveyard tonight. I conveniently left out the part about Julian being a ghost and glamoring anyone who crossed their paths. Oh, and I also left out the part that all three of them were vampires. "Oh my God," Lucy said. "I know, but what can I do? I can't call the cops. I don't want to get them in trouble. And River is a cop." "We could call Jay," Lucy suggested. "Maybe he can talk them out of it." "That wouldn't do any good." "Why not?" "Because they would glamour him." I couldn't say that to Lucy. She would think I was more of a nutcase than the nutcase I was currently channeling. Lucy picked up her cell phone from the bottom of her locker. "Oh!" "What is it?" She bit her lip. "Family issue," she said after glancing at her phone. "It's a good thing I have a few personal days available. I'm going to need to take some days off." "Is everything okay?" I wanted to sound more concerned. I wanted to be more concerned. I just couldn't get my mind off Dante and River desecrating a cemetery. "Yes, everything's fine. Don't worry." She fumbled in her locker and pulled out an envelope, handing it to me. "This is for you." "What is it?" "It's personal. Please, just trust me. If baby Bianca comes back into the emergency room, open it. Do what it says. Luce, don't open it unless she comes back. But trust me. Everything is okay. Trust me." Her tone was almost hypnotic. The white envelope burned like a heated coal against my palm. I opened my mouth to speak, but Lucy raced out, disappearing in a flash. My fingers itched to rip the paper. But I'd made a promise to Lucy, and no matter where my mind had gone during the last couple of days, she was still my best friend and had been there for me when I needed her. I snatched my purse out of my locker and buried the envelope in the bottom of it, determined to forget it. I was on duty, and now, with Lucy gone at the last minute, we would be short-handed. I changed into my scrubs and hurried out of the locker room. I still had a few minutes before I needed to clock in, so I decided to visit the blood bank to make sure the B positive had been restocked. As I walked down the corridor, a strange sound resonated off to my right. A supply closet, and the door was cracked. Another sound, like a squeak. "Hey, anybody in there?" I pushed the door slightly. Another squeak. My skin chilled as I opened the door farther. Then, "Oh my God, Logan? Is that you?" I removed the black blindfold. Yes, it was Logan, sans his tortoiseshell glasses and still in his green scrubs. His hair was greasy and matted down, and he struggled against the ropes binding him and the duct tape over his lips. The skin around both of his eyes was a mass of purple and yellow bruising. The yellow meant he was healing. He'd been beaten days ago, maybe as much as a week. When had he disappeared? My mind raced, but I couldn't quite remember. With all that had gone on in my life since then, time had gotten fuzzy. Days had morphed into weeks. "Are you okay?" I fingered his cheeks gently. "I'm so sorry. Who did this to you?" He mumbled. "Oh yeah, let me get that." I knelt down and ripped the tape from his mouth. "Ow!" "Sorry. You know as well as I do that it's better to rip off a bandage." "Still, Jesus, Erin." "You remember my name. That's a good sign. Where have you been, Logan?" "I honestly have no idea." "I have to tell you, the doctors are furious, especially Bonneville. You're lucky she just went on a 3-week vacation." "That's one small silver lining. Could you get these ropes untied, please?" "Who took you? Where have you been?" I asked again. "Do I look like I know?" He struggled as I worked on the ropes binding him. "All right, tell me what you can then." "I don't need to tell you anything. I'll be talking to the cops." "My brother is a cop. And so is my vampire boyfriend's cousin, and they're off desecrating a graveyard tonight." My skin numbed. Couldn't think about that now. I tried to be gentle, but Logan's wrists were chafed from the coarse rope. He grumbled as I worked the knot.